What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, October 20th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. It is the only place that you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. I'm not on a late show tonight. You got to look to the Twitter account. That's where I'm going to be hiding out. Anyway, in the comment section, let me know, who are your favorite plays, least favorite play? Who's the guy that you have to have in a lineup today or you cannot win the contest? That's what I want to know from you guys. And finally, here's the deal. BetMGM is the sponsor of this video. You see it on the banner, you see it at the top. What I want you guys to do, if you are in a legal betting state and you have not signed up yet at BetMGM, there is a link in the description. That's a word, right? Click that, head on over to BetMGM. Make a deposit and put $10 on an NHL money line tonight. I understand. I'm saying NHL. This is an NBA video, but you got to trust me. Put $10 on an NHL money line. If you do that and someone scores a goal in that game, anyone at all, you will receive $200 in free bets. This is a no-brainer offer in my eyes, guys. Take advantage of it today. It will help you out. I promise you. And go to OddsShopper too. That will help you at BetMGM. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Kendrick Nunn, Lonnie Walker, Bobby Portis, Giannis, and LeBron. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It is time to find out. In first at number 5, we're going to Tobias Harris. He's small forward, power forward eligible, 5,500, projected for 30. The goal is 37. He's in the optimal lineup 39% of the time. He actually started off pretty hot in that Celtics game, pretty quiet in the second half. Ended up, I don't even know if he scored. I know it was limited pretty late. The thing is, he's 5,500, and on a 2-game slate, that's a pretty nice price tag. He's going to play a ton of minutes. I got him in for 34. He's around a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. Now that we have Harden, now that we have EMBIID, now that MAXEY is a thing. 19% usage for Harris. He's just a different player now. He's just filler, honestly, as weird as it sounds, but he's talented filler. 15 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, a little over a stock. We got to remember, we can't rate Tobias Harris because we think he's wildly overpaid. He's still a really good NBA regular. Don't put his salary on your expectations for him. Ignore that. It doesn't matter as much. Next up at number 4, we're talking Anthony Davis, power forward center eligible, 8,600. That price tag is just wild for AD on DK. Projected for 46.5. The goal is 53. He's in the optimal lineup 40% of the time. I gave him 35 minutes. It's actually a decent matchup against the Clippers from a size perspective. He should hold up pretty well here. 1.3 fantasy points per minute, 22 points on 25% usage, 11 boards. So we're projecting a pretty clean double-double, 2 assists, 3 stocks. The defensive stats are what you're looking for out of AD. They are slight underdogs, but you're expecting to get big minutes. He was set to play like 38 minutes in the opener, so I have no issues getting to AD. You get the power forward eligibility, which really helps, but 8,600 is just the wrong price. Still ended up solid on opening night, even with foul trouble. Patrick Beverley in at number 3. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,100. Projected for 23.5. You're only looking for 30 out of Bev. 41% of the time he can get to the optimal lineup. I'm giving him 28 minutes. I think that's what they want out of him, so long as he could stay out of foul trouble. He needed like 10 seconds of playing time at the beginning of the third quarter before he had to leave with his 4th. Now, he is the type of guy that's going to be active defensively, so it could happen again. It's a little over 0.8 fantasy points per minute, 13% usage. He's just going to do a little bit of everything. 7.5 points, 5 boards, 3.5 assists, 2 stocks. There's a lot of guard talent out there for the Clippers, so you're expecting Beverley to get a lot of work. I wouldn't be surprised even if he played a little bit more than 28 minutes, but I don't think he's got a ton in him. 30 could be there, but he's going to be out there. They want him to close, and I think at 4,100, he's a no-brainer today. I'm also going to go back to the big man. Number 2, Joel Embiid, center eligible, 10,300, projected for 58. The goal is 61, and he's in the optimal lineup 44% of the time. I didn't like what I saw out of Embiid. It ended up being an average day for his fantasy point production, but I didn't think he looked very good. I'm hoping we can rebound here, especially because I don't expect to see a ton of Ivica Zubac's, like 24%. Yeah, 24%, 24 minutes. And they don't really have anybody else. I think they're going to be going small a lot. I think that could look good for Embiid's assist numbers. 37% usage is where I have Embiid here. 1.7 fantasy points per minute in 34 minutes. 32 real points, 12 boards. That's a massive double-double. 3 assists, a steal, and a block. I like the spot against Milwaukee. Clearly, they've got the bodies in Brook Lopez and Giannis to try to bother Embiid a little bit more. Maybe that'll allow him to get some more single coverage and be able to take a couple more shots. That's what I want. I just need those shots to fall. I'm going back to the process because you know me in the process. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Now, before we get to that number one contender, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You gotta follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, only place you get my updates. Get in the comments section. Let me all know all that good stuff, your favorites, your least favorites, the guy you need for tonight, and then go sign up at BetMGM. Link is in the description. Try to get yourself those free $200 in bets for betting $10 on an NHL money line. My number one contender on DraftKings for today is TYRESE MAXEY. He is point guard eligible, just 5,200, projected for 30. The goal is 36. He's in the optimal lineup 45% of the time. 35 minutes here for Maxey. He plays a ton. He doesn't have the same rates with all these guys active, but I think that's okay. I got him at 0.86 fantasy points per minute here. 19% usage. That's below average. 16.5 fantasy points, or sorry, 16.5 real points. 3.5 boards, 3.5 assists, and a steal. I like it against Milwaukee. One of Maxey or Harden is probably going to be looking pretty good because the other guy's going to have Drew Holiday on him. I like the matchups after that. I think Maxey's going to be really interesting in transition as well. But 5,200 for a guy that's going to play these kind of minutes and going to have the ball in his hands the way that he does, and is the shooter that he is, Milwaukee has no problem really allowing three-pointers to get up. If Maxey can get them up, they're going to go in. Incredible shooter. Number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, October 20th. FanDuel version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck, everybody. Win some money. We are back again, closing out the week with another edition of the Contenders.